Hello and welcome. Assalamu alaikum. We will install MySQL. Here is this. This is the script we will follow. We'll install MySQL on Linux 8. You can see there is this RPM bundle, and we will not use MySQL shell because will use for other purposes. So, so here this is the link, and this is the bundle what we have uploaded already, and in the repo MySQL. Actually, we'll make our own repo here. So copy in same folder like repo MySQL. So put it there, cd, then go inside that directory, repo MySQL, and then you will extract it. It's not zip, it's a bundle. So you will not use Z, you will use, I did not create, so I'm creating, adding this step as well. So you will create, it's not default. So you will use star minus xvf MySQL. So first we'll create the directory and then we'll move here. CP this to that directory. So let it is a big file, taking some time. Copy from SW folder to repo MySQL, 938 MB. And go back to script. Already we have done. Now we'll run this command tar minus xvzf MySQL bundle. It's depend on the version. It's 32 8.0.32. You, if you are using, you can change the as your bundle. So here it extract, untar the bundle, client, plugins, server. So here I mentioned already. Okay, this is the command you will use. I took it from the official website of MySQL, dev.mysql. There is official document, very good documentation. You should be in the same directory as I have mentioned. So let's, so here we'll installing now. Server, client, client plugin, icu-data-files, common, libs, debuginfo. We'll press Y. Will take some time. So these directory, if we want to keep the data a non-default location or our custom location, we can create the directory like u01 data, user log bin, and tmpdir, and then we'll change later. And cnf file. Installation still going on, taking some time. And as well, like will create the u01, so we'll change the permission to MySQL, group MySQL. This installation also create a user MySQL and group MySQL. We'll not use this user to log in the OS, but this is the owner of the MySQL software. And we'll also change the permission 755/01, and we'll edit my CNF file. These are the user will be equal to MySQL login from these, because we'll use this for non-default location or our own location. So system, and we have to enable the services of, so if we need to restart the machine, it will automatically start. Parallelly, because installation is going on, I'm explaining this. We, once MySQL installation finish, there is a temporary password generated. So what we'll do, we'll change the password and the temporary password, and we'll get it and we'll change the password. So, okay, these are the error log file you can see, and here you can see these are how you can check the ports and the bind address you have to change. You have to see this step also mentioned edit this file, and in my.cnf bind address equal to 0.0.0, so it will open for everyone. By default it's not open, only for localhost. So here because if you want to connect from outside, you need the non-root user. Root is not the Linux user, it's the user which is used by MySQL internal. So we create another user and then grant all privilege that user. And this person sign is very important, because it's mean that you can connect from any host. If you put, there is more layer of security. If you put localhost, it can connect only from localhost. If you put person sign, it can connect from any host. Or if you want, you can mention the IP, then flash IP. So still installation is going on. And for root, you can do also, but not recommended, because for root, better you log in locally, not by remotely. So again, we'll see the things. It's not compulsory. You can keep the default location, but I'm just giving an option that if you want, you can create a separate folder to keep the MySQL database data. Then debug community server debuginfo. It is on the last, nearly last, about to finish. So we are holding until it Installation finish. We are duplicating the session. You can see memory CPU is fine. Using 4 GB of RAM. Out of that, even not 1 GB used. CPU running 26%, 25. Pardon for this. The installation is taking time. Okay, now we'll create this the installation finish, and we're creating this directory data log bin tmpdir, and now we are changing the ownership. Okay. U01, our non-default location for data log bin directory and tmpdir. We'll go to my.cnf. This is the configuration file of MySQL. And here, if you see the default data dir, we'll change it. We'll take all these entries and comment the existing one. Okay, inserted. And then save. Then enable. You can start first or you can enable first, it's your choice. Then once it's started, enable to restart after reboot. First time once it start, it populate the data in the configuration file. We mentioned the data directory newly created. Now it is populating data files inside that. So MySQL started. Let enable it. You want, you can check the status. Yeah, it's active and running. Successful installation. Now let grab the temporary password from this file where log mysql-d.log. So this is the password at the end. Login by this user mysql minus u root minus p. First time we'll log in by this password. Yeah, we successfully log in MySQL. So let's you can set any password, new password, alter user root at localhost. It's your choice. Oracle underscore 123 O capital. You can put any password. This is your choice. So the new password is Oracle underscore 123 and the temporary password has changed. You can ensure database to see default databases like in MySQL and SYS. The script link I will give in the video description. You can see the show global with like port, on which port it is running. So you can run. Sorry, we have to run inside the MySQL. Yes, 3306. So this is the port, which this is the default port. We can change it, but normally we are keeping the same. And by this we can see it's on the OS level. That this MySQL D is listening on 3306. MySQL processor running. So now we'll change the bind address. If you don't change it, no one can remotely connect. So we have to change this entry. You can say we have to add it. So now anyone can connect remotely by putting 000. You can specify the IP addresses. You can say it's a firewall inside MySQL, controlling the network access. as told that by root you cannot, either you have to change the root, but it's not recommended. So you will create another user, like I'm creating Kashif user. And percent sign mean, even while creating user, you have to mention that it can connect from anywhere, or you have to like percent sign mean from any machine it can connect. Create user Kashif at the person identified by password, any password you can put. Great. Now grant all privilege to this with grant option. Flush privileges. This is we have created another user. And we can test from MySQL workbench from outside. This is, I'm connecting out from outside Linux 8, and I will connect from my laptop. And I install this MySQL workbench. So how you can test the MySQL. This just provide the Linux IP host name. Port is 3306. And instead of root, you will use the user just we create Kashif and store in value. You can, let's try root will give error because root is not allowed to. Access denied, failed to connect myself with user root. So here we'll use the user Kashif. Store the password. Successfully made the connection. Okay. So it's successfully connected. This is same like other SQL editors, Management Studio or Toad or SQL Plus. Here you can execute the information. If you want, you can create new schema. In MySQL schema and database is like same. So that's all. Thank you very much.